So now that we added some relational information to our orders, we can go back to getting all the orders in our user.js file in the models folder. There I have get orders. And now I want to reach out to my orders and simply find them all, or at least find all for that user. Now, how do I find all orders for that user? Well, remember, each order has a user object, and in that user object, we have the ID of that user. So we need to compare that ID to the current user ID. Now, to do this, we add a filter. And now in MongoDB, you can also check nested properties by defining the path to them. The only important thing to know here is that you need to use quotation marks around the path. And then you can say, check user, and then the ID for the user. You do that by specifying user._ID. And this will look for _ID in the user property, which holds an embedded document. And then here, I can compare this to new object ID for this ID. And this should give me all orders for that user. And this will now be more than one. So again, we can use the toArray shortcut and return that data to return an array of orders for that user. And our user here, for example, has 2 orders because we got 2 orders for that user ID. So now we want to output that order information. So let's go to the shop controller, get orders. Now I named my function get orders here too. So calling that here should work. We don't need that anymore. That include thing was related to sequelize. I then get back my orders and I pass them to the orders view. So let's now just inspect that orders view here. And there I loop through all my orders. And for every order, I have an _ID. That's important. And then in the orders, I don't have products. We could name it as such, but I named it items here. So I'll loop through all the items now. There will be product information in there though. For example, the title and the quantity, which is now a top level field in product. So we access it like this. And with that out of the way, let's save that and let's go to the routes folder and there the shop.js file and comment in that one orders route you removed earlier. And let's now click on orders up there. GetDB is not defined. That should be a typo. In get orders in the user model, yeah, this should be getDB with a lowercase b. So let's reload that page. And this looks much better. Now we got our orders with their ID and with the items we ordered. So this is now working. Now we got that basic shop functionality working again, which we had work earlier with sequelize. Now we're doing it with MongoDB. Now, obviously, just as we used sequelize for SQL to make certain things easier, we can do the same with MongoDB. And there also, we can find an alternative that makes our life a bit easier.